Cook the books to supersize your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. I want to have a frying pan with my financial books in it, but they're all on the computer these days, so it's hard to demonstrate that. Should you, would you, could you cook the books to supersize and grow your business? Well, you could. This is a slang phrase that's been around and it was first recorded in 1636, so it's been around for a long time. This is nothing new in the world of business. And what it means is that you falsify in some way, shape, or form your company's financial records in order to make them look better. Why would you want to do that? Well, sometimes when people want to sell their business, they might want their books to look better. They might want to look more profitable than they are, and so they would move generally by recording and manipulating expenses or cash flow or manipulating revenue and income, and just mostly the timing of it is the way most people cook the books. Now, we've all seen gangsta movies or movies or shows about different industries or different people, unethical people, of course. They would have two sets of books. They might have one set of books for their company, and then maybe they're laundering money or selling things that are illegal through their business that they don't want the government to know about or any other reporting agency like the IRS. So they would have two sets of books that they report their taxes on, but then books that actually reflect what's going on in their business, what kind of money's coming in and going out, and where it's going and what they're doing with it. An independent audit, and this is why I always recommend an independent audit for yourself if you want to sell your business or for if you're ever buying a business. I've been doing some mergers and acquisition work, and one of the first things we do is get an independent certified audit from one of the big, I think it's Big Four now. It was Big 10 when I was younger and first started in business, and it was Big 6. Now I think it's actually down to the Big Four accounting firms. But you want to get one of those firms to certify the validity of the financial statements and documents that they're providing you with whenever you're looking at buying a business. Therefore, if you ever want to sell your business, make sure that you are providing those documents as well, that you're going out and you're paying the money to get a certified audit of your financial statements so that a buyer looking at them and buying them has more confidence that they are actually what they say they are, what your business is actually doing what you say it is. I'm sure there's a ton of information online about this. Not a topic I've ever looked into because I don't really want to know. I don't want to know all the crazy ways that people find to trick the system. Keep in mind that cooking the books or falsifying financial statements or financial records is, well, it's unethical and immoral in my opinion, but it's also illegal under the SEC, IRS, stock exchange rules. It's against the deviates from the ethical code of the accounting profession. So anybody that is in the accounting profession that is licensed or certified, I think CPAs are certified public accountants, they would lose their license if they were found to have been participating in or knowing about books being cooked for any type of an organization. It's a lot of different ways that people actually cook the books, but like I said, it's mostly recording revenue too soon. So recording revenue or manipulating revenue and manipulating expenses. Why? Because those are the two big levers we have in our financial statements. Recording bogus revenue, recording it too soon, or delaying revenue to save taxes, boosting income in some way by having a one-time big sale or transaction and then assuming you're going to have that throughout, projecting it or something. A one-time or unsustainable activity. You can also, one of the other top 5 ways is shifting current expenses into a later period or shifting them into an earlier period, moving expenses that you actually incur around to make your bottom line profits look better, or using techniques to hide expenses. Lots of people, probably the most common one I've ever seen, is people taking and expensing things that have nothing to do with their business. They're absolutely positively personal expense type things that are not even used for the business. And so that's probably the most common one I've seen. I'm sure people do other things, and I have no way of even fathoming some of the stuff people probably come up with creatively. But my recommendation is, if you want to run an awesome business, if you ever plan on selling your business, and a lot of small business owners start their business with the exit strategy of cashing out and selling that business someday, make sure that your getting a certified audit, that you've got a great accounting firm working for you and documenting and taking care of your accounting, so that when you go to sell, you won't have any trouble, because there won't be any question as to whether your books are cooked, doctored, mistakes have been made, whether intentionally or accidentally, because it will all have been verified by an outside agency once and for all. I love audits. I mean, most people don't love audits, but I've been doing audits for decades, and not financial audits per se, but audits of all the different functions in a business. So that's it. I'd love to know your experience or stories that you might have about knowing of somebody that cooked the books. I'm trying to think if I even know anybody that cooked the books. I was in the restaurant and bar industry for a long time, so there's a lot of iffy practices by certain individuals in those organizations that are in those industries. A lot of cash. That happens, I believe that, I could be wrong, but I suspect that happens in a lot of cash type businesses, and I suspect the IRS knows all about the businesses that are more susceptible or less susceptible to having not all their revenue claimed. And why would somebody not want to claim all their revenue? Because they want to reduce their taxes. But then that comes back to bite them when they want to go ahead and sell their business later on. So cooking the books, don't recommend it. I don't know why you would bother. I guess it's kind of like not being yourself. If you're pretending to be somebody else, then you probably think that falsifying records is fine too. That is our idiom. Share in the comments below your experience with it. I will be with you tomorrow, if I can speak, obviously up late with my granddaughter, to share another book-related idiom. I don't know what it is. I didn't look ahead today, but I did plan out till the end of the month for idioms about books. Thank you, Abel. Have an awesome day. If I can help you anyway, any questions, any suggestions for an idiom you'd like to know the name of, just please ask. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow.